Okay, this finna be a match review for Sparky. Um, this finna be a match review for Sparky, man. If anybody come across this, you don't play Melted Blood, do not worry about this. But yeah, Sparky. Um, what I got? Advice going into this, you probably need to match watch and you probably need to lab more. But okay. And everything I say, well no, other thing too. I'm not the best yet, so it's still stuff I need to learn too, but I'm pretty good, so I think you can learn some stuff, but I think you should watch Ryder, because he play your character, and I have not beat Ryder in a tournament yet. He better than me, so that's like my last thing. But okay, all right, and I'm using media player. That's kind of dog shit, but okay. So I'm looking at this from your perspective. Okay, so ain't nothing happened yet. Just playing a neutral. You said the orb good. That's good. So far, just basically all shit. Um, Air block the orb. That's good too. We just playing neutral right now. You ain't did nothing crazy yet. I don't know if this was a good meter spin. I'm not gonna lie. I don't play H moons, but I don't think you want to spend your meter this early. Um, I think if you near in 200 and you don't need the health, so you want to keep the meter because you don't want to burst. I think you would. Um, I think you would. I don't. Basically, I'm saying. I think unless you don't need the health, unless you need the health, you shouldn't be. Fuck. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say this was a bad meter spin because you weren't about to enter max, which was gonna put you in a burst state automatically just because of how H moon worked. If you got hit, um, you wasn't about to go into max, so it was kind of a waste of meter. It would have been a better dump if you was at like 170 and you had like full health hypothetically. I think that's how H moons think about meter, so I don't think this was a good meter spin. I don't know why you did this, but you know, I mean, that wasn't really that good of a meter spin. But I mean, I'm blocking and yeah. So we throwing out 236Bs in neutral. Not bad, not bad. But just speaking on the Aoko mirror, you want to be careful. I could definitely just dash under that if I time it correctly. And it's also really slow. Like, but yeah, it's not wrong though. Usually in the Aoko mirror, 236B is presented because it's usually presented. It's usually presented in this mirror match. It's not a complete mirror, but you know what I mean. It's usually presented. So just basic Aoko stuff. All I got to say on that really just be careful because I can dash under that. Okay, super jumping at me. That's not wrong in itself. That's not wrong. That's not wrong. Okay, this is probably finna be okay right here. So yeah, bear with me a little bit because I'm a media player. I didn't feel like uploading this. So let's get back to that. So we playing neutral. I'm gonna try to get to the situation right before you did that. So you super jump. I said orb. Now, if I was you in this situation, I wouldn't, because what you did, you saw my orb set. I don't even think you saw my orb set. I think you were so focused on hitting me that you wasn't looking at the situation like at all. I genuinely don't think you considered that I could place orb right here. I don't think you was thinking about the counter hit at all. So most likely you probably just was trying to win whatever this is in the corner with JB. You were trying to win this interaction. Probably trying to make me block. But against a character like Oko, you got to consider this possibility. Like, you can't just. This is why you very commonly see characters trying to just hold the corner against Oko, because when you overcommit and try to just hit me without considering the fact that I can just place orbs like this, um, this shit like this happens. I don't even think you was thinking about the orb coming, and you got counter hit. You see, I think that's JB, right? When really, once you saw my orb, you should have been, in my opinion. And don't worry about this bar. I could have uploaded this. I really didn't feel like it though. Plus, I'm uploading something else. But um, So let's just say this black bar one right here, right? I'm sorry about that being in the way. So let me just try to go back to a decent point again. I'm sorry. I hate how this media player shit works. But okay, so look here. Look. So I'm this is good. You right here. I'm not even gonna lie. Me personally, if I was you, play this position, maybe back up a little bit, shoot 236A. You can clear all the orbs I'm doing. Like if you right here, I just maybe move back a little so you safe to do shit. Like, cause you can set orbs of your own here too. You know, cause you got to look at it like this. I might have to get my stick because this shit I want to show, but it's a few things you could do here. You could 236A here, clear my proxy orbs that I'm trying to set. Because if you did 236A, which is her like small beam, you have it too. You HRO. You would clear my proxies. You probably would have cleared this. Maybe it may be too high. This one I'm about to set. You could also just play this positioning as well. Maybe mix in the held orb, and then you could also use 421B, which is the held orb that goes far further than 421A. You could use that to also pin me in the corner, just making me block. I hope you understand the examples I'm presenting. Wait a second. Hopefully it's recorded correctly. Okay. So let's say no, wait, not. I'm just for the example. I'm gonna switch the age, even though it don't really make a difference. I'll switch to your color. Okay, and I'll pick my color. Okay. Okay. So let's say we over here. I'm doing all my shit in the corner. I'm setting orders, right? Okay, so let's say I'm doing all that shit. You could instead be right here trying to clear it with this. Just playing this position instead of overcommitting and doing like air dash jump B. Just do the safer option and play this. And this you can do a lot of stuff in this position, but I think the strongest thing here against Aoko is this. Maybe if you was fighting Tono, it'd be kind of risky because Tono and Nani are good at going under shit. But if you do this in combination with maybe, you know, held orbs, probably not this one. You could though, just to make holding the corner easier, just to kind of try to trap me here. You could. This is probably what you want to do for real. Like let's say I'm sitting, you doing a bunch of this, a bunch of that. You could then do that, and then if I block that, you win neutral. Well, you don't win neutral, but you win the interaction that we having in the corner. Because if I block this, you plus 18, I think, and then you can just run up and run your shit. You could do this, clear the orb. You could play the orb game with me. You could do a lot of stuff here. What I'm basically saying is I think instead of trying to just overcommit, look at the situation first and see if you need to clear the path. You got to be able to just, you know, differentiate between held orbs and proxy orbs too, because you got to deal with both differently. If I'm setting proxy orbs, which is what you got hit by, yeah, you would do this. You would do this. You could try to clear with her normals. But like me, usually when I'm trying to hold the corner, it's a lot of this, a lot of trying to catch you with 3C after I clear with this. If I know it's a held orb, you are HR, so you can kind of get up here. You don't got 3 jumps like me, but you could always present rain too. This is a really big special move. Basically I'm saying just play here and just because it's kind of something you got to do with experience, but just play here, do rain, prevent me from running. Do a lot of 236A, stop me from setting proxies. You could always try to dash in with 2A if you think the path is gonna be clear. You could do 421B, make me block while I'm in the corner trying to set orbs and shit. We got 421A. You could just, cause this is kind of like something that's adding to the wall. You don't, if you set this while holding this position, you don't kind of made it to where I can't just run out, even if you were to do something like this. And so you can hold the corner with this too. Basically, the point is, I don't think you should just overcommit with air dash jump B. And you was real high up too. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe not this high, but you was like this high. You know. So the main takeaway, I think, if you see me in the corner trying to orb up and shit, just play like this position. Stay right here, and then try to clear what I'm doing. Try to clear proxies. You know. Once you think it's clear, you know, you could try to make something happen, but I just go for this and maybe trying to win with this. And you got proxies too. You could set some proxies as well because they low commit. They don't cost too many frames, or at least they cost less frames than held or release. Okay, I think I got my point across. I think I did. Yeah, instead of doing this right here, you overcommitted way too much. That wasn't good. And you got lucky. You were supposed to take more damage right there, but I fucked up. Well, rather Orb fucked me, but I guess you could say I fucked up. Um, and I couldn't get the combo, but yeah, you should have got blown up for that. Okay, let's look at the movement, the tech movement after let's look at the tech movement after fucking. How did you tech? You did. How did you tech? You did back. It looked like you did neutral tech. Um, I think you should have done like back tech into super double jump. I mean, it's a lot of movement options you could do. This ain't the worst. It's like you didn't fall into ground tech, so that's good. But and it kind of worked out for you. What did you do after? Hmm. Me personally, just based off the play style that I have, let it play for a minute before I go back. Just because of how I play in this position, like so you get counter hit, you tech right. I don't combo you. You manage to tech safely and like move a little bit. What I would have done is maybe not go completely to the other side of the screen, but maybe just try to get some space to where you can start setting up orbs again. Because ultimately, like that's how you gonna win as Alco. You wanna be able to set orbs. Orbs is usually what leads to you winning neutral, or they aid you in some way with winning neutral. Even if orb itself don't win neutral, they aid you. It could be because it could allow you to move in a certain way with your character. Maybe place a button correctly because it's a lot of games that come with orb like mind games, but not a lot, but a few. But because you see here, you chose the up back. I think there was an air dash back actually into jump 8. This ain't that good. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's not that good. Like you in a position where I can't explain it. I'm still at advantage basically. I can set held orb right here. If you try to fall on me, you are very likely to get counter hit by held orb. I could wheel kick you right here if you try to fall on me with a normal. You already not really at advantage because you in the air and I'm on the ground. I think I'm finna jump. So yeah, I jumped here. I'm probably finna try to hit you or air throw you, but if I don't, this still isn't a good situation. Now neither of us is at advantage. Neither of us is in a good place right now. When I feel like in the mirror, you want to gain space to set orbs, especially in a match like this, because usually the person that wins is the person that can place the most orbs and make the opponent block the most like orbs. So yeah, like, and you probably dodged to avoid getting hit, but that was a weird situation. Basically, like you see, this is a good example. Not to fucking toot my own horn, but I literally just did it. I literally just did it. So you can see literally right here. God damn it. Let's let that bullshit play again. God damn it. Media players suck for this shit. So you do that. I jump to chase. I see you on the ground first. I jump again to turn around. And then you can see I think I up backed into air dash back and I gained some space. And I didn't go completely to the other side of the screen, but I knew I don't want to land on you because that's not really a good situation for me. Because you on the ground right here, you at advantage. If I chose to play right here and like try to fight you, like trying like falling right here, that's like I'm falling like this, you could definitely just hell door me, get a counter hit. You could wheel kick, get a counter hit potentially. Even if you don't get a counter hit, you still gonna get some type of, you're gonna get something. Um, yeah. So I knew that, and I don't want to play that game with you. I don't want to take that risk. So instead, I'm gonna get space, which ain't that much space. And honestly, you as a player, when you fight in Alco, you should be aware of this situation from the like good players that play Alco. Um, like me at least, I can't speak for other players, but me here, like, and I'm not gonna say every time because you can't do the same stuff, even if it's the most optimal thing in every situation. Like in the same situation, you can't always do the most optimal thing, is what I'm saying. But here, you got to become aware of the fact he's the type of player that's gonna run away in this situation where he's above me. So I'm gonna instead chase, not too hard because I can always fall with rain or fall with a normal. If you can get to me fast enough, you can catch my jump. Like you can catch me falling, but like it's risky. I can fall with jump, see a rain. You gotta get used to playing around that space and where jump C and rain or whiff. It's difficult. It's not easy. That's why I say this game take time. But yeah, you can see that's what I did. And you should be aware of this. I don't think you chased though. I had space, I stood up. And I mean you did chase, but that was kind of late. It's too late now. I done sit up. This is good. You move back. What do you do though? Okay, so up back into jump 8. Okay. Into what? That was a bad orb sets. I'm not gonna lie, Sparky. It worked out for you in the end, but it wasn't that safe. Hold on, let me go back a little bit. So orb set. So me personally, okay, here, Sparky, I'm not gonna lie. You're not in a bad position right here, actually. It's not too bad. Me, this is a proxy orb. This is a few things you could do here. You could retreat and try to just sit up here for it. You could do that, which would be fine because that's what Alco wants to do anyway. That's what she wants to do anyway. You could try to do that. Or you could try to clear this with your normals. I think this range is perfect for trying to throw out like maybe a jump C or a JB. I think the red would be right here and the green, it would be like the red would be like right here and the green would be all here. So you would be safe. But if you don't want to use your normals, you can use rain. You can use rain to smoke this too. Maybe like a jump 8 drift back rain. This would probably clear this and it would stop me from just approaching. Right? Because I could try to get right here and like try to maybe catch a landing, but I'm probably not gonna do that. But basically what I'm saying, rain placement here would have been real good. Maybe like a jump 8 drift back rain right here would have been perfect. Rain probably would have came out like right here, but it still would have cleared orb. This wasn't horrible, but it could have played out a lot worse for you. It kind of worked out. I'll say this, good block on this. I'm glad you noticed. This was a good block. It's not the craziest block. It's not like you blocked mix, but I'm glad you were just aware enough to block right here. Which I mean, that was good. And then, I kind of got fucked by this orb. It wasn't a counter hit though, but okay, I'm kind of letting it play before I analyze what happened next. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. What was my movement? I might have ticked like shit right here too. So I would assume you was trying to confirm, maybe. I don't know what you was going for here, so I'm gonna leave it alone. This was a shitty ground tick, okay? But I think I'm saying my ground tick was shitty. I think I did this because I don't respect you enough, and not. I'm talking about in the fighting game sense. I don't think you're gonna tech punish me, so I did it anyway. Yeah, and I didn't get tech punished, but you wasn't looking for it, but that's why I did that. That was a shitty ground tech though. Don't do that. You should air back tech most of the time. Air back tech if you can most of the time. Okay. I hate Meteor Player, dog. It's ass. I probably should upload this. Okay, let's see. Probably trying to confirm something. Okay, boom. So I take here. This was bad, in my opinion. So you can see I'm already trying to create space. I don't want to be near you because I know I'm at disadvantage after that ground tick. You are trying to hit me. You see where I ticked and you are now trying to hit me. Honestly, I think it's bad. It's bad because honestly, I still think this is a situation where I can still like set held or wheel kick. And I mean, to be honest, this is not gonna hit me if I'm being real with you. Your back is not even turned towards me. It wasn't worth it. Because what happened? We traded, but that wasn't really a good. I don't think you should have did that. I hate media player, bro. Luckily, this game play fast. I'm trying to just look at this situation a few times. Let me see. So boom. So yeah, you clearly want to hit me, but you can't. I don't know how to explain this, but like I think in situations like this where it's neither of us is clearly at an advantage, and I say that because you're up backing with your back turned towards me, but I'm also back dashing. I'm not at advantage either. Still like I'm still in back dash state, and you did fucking. I think that's jump. I don't know. I think that jump C. I don't know what that is, but look, this was not gonna hit me. Your back is turned towards me, dude. Um, and it's like really, I literally think the only reason I lost right here because you can see I'm getting ready to press 2B. You pressing 2A. That's the only reason we traded. If I pressed 2A, you would have lost that interaction. Probably, you most likely would have lost that interaction. Which basically means I was, and I don't know if I could be wrong. I might not be at advantage, but I'm pretty sure I was at advantage right there. Had I pressed 2B, I most likely would have won. Um, I just don't think that was good movement. What you should have done instead, in my opinion, because I don't think I stated what you should do instead yet. And this is you can play however you want. This character is real flexible, I guess you could say. So after this, first off, I think the problem too. Once you saw me get hit by that orb and it was a stray hit, like once you saw that happen, I'm letting it play a little bit. Once you saw this, you shouldn't have pressed anything. You should have just stood right here and just looked at what I did once I hit this. Once I got in the air, once I was in air tech state, you should have just waited. You shouldn't have done anything. You shouldn't have done, and I don't know if you was unfamiliar with what type of hit this was gonna be. I don't know if that's what it was. So you thought you was gonna be able to get some type of conversion. That could be what it was, but for future reference, when in a situation like this where I'm probably gonna be in the air tech state after like a getting after getting hit by orb that's not like counter hit, you should just stand here. You should just stand here. You should not do anything but wait. And if you're gonna do something, it should be honestly, I don't think you should do anything. To be honest, once you saw me, you should probably just walk back. Because I will admit, if I was you, there are times where people will be in this air tech state and I'll make the assumption that they're gonna follow me with buttons. A lot of them don't. So, or this is what happens. Let's say I try to say Hildor, right? This is how it's gonna play. It could play out. I said Hildor, they fall on it because they trying to follow me with buttons, get smart by Hildor, or they in the air tech state, they air tech forward. I said Hildor right here. They air tech forward, and they end up behind me, and I get punished because of the Hildor recovery. That's what could also happen, you know. So that's why I was saying I wouldn't really recommend doing anything other than walking back. Once you saw me in this air tech state, just remove yourself from the situation. You want to put yourself at a distance where you can react to whatever I do safely. Like you want to put yourself at a safe distance to where you can really react to what I do accordingly. And that's just basic, not basic stuff, but that's what JG taught, like in his movement video or it was some type of fundamental movement melty blood shit. It's an old ass video. You should probably watch that, but just walk back. Just literally just wait to see what I'm gonna do right here. But yeah, cause this and I don't know. And I mean you could have even saw this and just said, fuck it, I'm gonna retreat. He in air test state. It would have been better to just be like, I'm gonna just go all the way back here and set orbs again. You know? And I guess what this is kind of leading to is that maybe you don't set orbs enough. Maybe that you don't make that enough of your focus. But okay. Okay, so I backdash. I'm probably trying to get to the other side. You see, I didn't even press a button. I'm probably trying to get away from you, actually. Oh, not. I might wheel kick right here. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm interested in what I did here, to be honest with you. Because I'm kind of confused on why I did it. I probably can't tell you why, to be honest. It's like one of the things I just did. I think maybe I realized I was behind you, or I don't know why, but you can see here. This is kind of an example of me playing it safe. You see how I didn't press anything. I didn't set an orb. I don't know if I knew I was gonna be behind you before I landed, but you see this? I'm walking back, trying to place myself. Or it could be because I saw that you was in the air doing something. Maybe I saw you was in the air doing something, and then maybe I was like, let me look at this situation again. I think I saw that I was gonna land before you. I do think I saw that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna land before him. Once I get to the ground, let me just see what he gonna do. I think that's what I decided. And that's probably good because I have the advantage. I don't need to do anything. Literally all I gotta do is wait to see what you do, and you did. charge held orb. I mean, you did charged orb. You did held orb. Well, not charged. You didn't do held orb. You did charge proxy orb. That's what you did. And actually, that might have been worse than just regular default orb. I'm not gonna lie. It put you. Well, I mean, both of them are kind of shit, to be honest. In this situation. No offense. Like, hold on. Okay, so okay, hold on. Okay, so I think I'm trying to see. Like, my mind kind of blank right there. My bad. I'm trying to see how many movement options you got once this situation really start. So hold on. Okay, so boom. Okay, so ooh shit. All you had one more air dash. Okay, considering you had one more air dash, I believe. Let me check that one more time. I'm pretty sure you had one more air dash. Because I think you used two jumps, prior to the situation naturally starting. So hold on. One jump. Air dash. Ooh. Actually, hold on, Sparky. That might have been a good play. Hold on. That might have been solid, Sparky, from you. Wait a second. So that was up back air dash. Jump. Ooh, yikes. Jump into air dash back. You didn't have an option. Okay, yes, you did, though. I'm gonna be honest with you right here, Sparky. Honestly, though, I'll take this choice. I'm gonna tell you what you should have did. Once you got here, you should have did wheel kick. Get away from me. You should have, cause that was like your only option. And honestly, is that what you tried? Cause you can see your back is turned. I don't know if you tried wheel kick here. If you tried wheel kick here, good job. If you tried to do wheel kick right here to get away, good. Um, if you did proxy orb intentionally though, that is also good. If you did proxy orb, this was good. If that's what you did, this was good up until, let's see. Oh no, this was perfect. You played this good. You played this good actually. I think I thought that you did something wrong because I didn't know you used every air option. You did. That was good. This was solid. You realized you had to stall somehow, and you accepted that you was gonna have to block, and you blocked. Good. I'm glad you didn't come down like mashing. But if you did it, if you meant to do this, how you respond to this, like the aftermath of what you did, this was a good response. But if you tried to do wheel kick and this is what you got, that's also good. But if you wasn't thinking about wheel kick at all, definitely in that situation, wheel kick so you can get away from me. You would have went like all the way over here. And it's not a bunch of frames because I'm still at advantage. I can still just kind of like try to chase you after that, but you know, um, this was decent. Ah, yeah, hold on. Let's see here. Wait a second. Okay, so I can see. So this is already kind of bad. Um, I don't know. Maybe you need to fight Alco more, but I could in this situation I could do a few things. I could do with 2A. I think that's +1. I could do 623B. That's the wheel kick overhead slow wheel kick overhead basically. Or I could do 421. I think the problem with this is that you didn't even have meter. You should be able to see that through the black bar. You don't even got meter 2 bunker. You H moon too, so you need 100 if you want the good bunker. Right? I don't know if you. I mean, and you got counter hit right here because you tried the bunker. When honestly, instead, if you after this, you really could have just up back. You could up back. I was doing it to you. Sometimes I would just dash at you if I knew you was because you was doing a lot of pressure like this. You could dash in anticipation of me doing this orb. Uh, or you could have held it. But I mean, I get it. Nobody want to hold pressure, but I'm basically saying I don't think bunker was the right response right here. You didn't have meter. I don't even think this is the type of situation where you have to respond with bunker. Like I'm pushing myself out. I don't think you was considering that I'm pushing myself out. Cause that's another thing. The bunker might have like you see how it whiffed. You wasn't even in block stun no more. Um, yeah, maybe in response to this jump. Honestly, yes, I got the perfect response to this. You see me do this, you react, or you really in this situation. I think you got to anticipate. You anticipate me doing 421B, which I tried to switch it up so it's not gonna be easy. But you anticipate this in anticipation. You do jump 9. Just a single jump 9, not a super jump, just a single jump 9 into like JB or jump C. They both will probably reach me because I'll be in recovery still. It'll be too late if you don't. If you already like pre-jumping in anticipation of this, but you probably can react to it too. It's gonna be too late. I'm not gonna be able to block, and you probably gonna be able to get a punish. So jump 9 in response to this is an option. Into a button. You could jump, you could up back, and you might air guard, but you probably still gonna be able to escape. You could you could try to dash up in response. Shit, maybe even backdash. I don't think backdash would be good here though. If your buttons were longer, I would say 2C, but like a Tono could do that. Like other characters could probably do that, but basically I'm saying bunker wasn't a good response right here. Or even just block. But who want to stand pressure? But sometimes you gotta just block. Maybe even blocking here would have been better. Or if you really think you got the timing, if you really think I'm gonna release it at a certain time, just do shield. H Moon shield is mad risky, but just do shield. Um, damn, I might end up only reviewing like 3 matches, bro. Cause it's already taking a little long. Okay, so what I'm realizing too is, um, I'm probably not. I recorded 6 matches, but I'm probably only gonna review 3 because I'm realizing how long this taking already. Just this one match right here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to remember to cut that. But okay, here I already spoke on this. Obviously, I get it confirmed. Basically, you want to be careful with your bunkers. I know you H1, but you didn't even have meter. That wasn't even that good a bunker. But what well, actually, okay. So let's see. So I do TK word. You got hit low, but it looked you was pressing something. Now, I don't know what you was pressing, but it's. I mean, you could just block. People present different answers right here. Like you could jump. A lot of people disrespect real hard and they just jump right here. If you had a DP, you could DP maybe. I mean, you do got a DP, but it's whack. Or you could just hold this, but I get it. It's kind of scary, but you was pressing something right here. All I can say here is you probably should have just been blocking. You probably should have been blocking. You got counter hit, and I got this combo. Yeah, you don't. I get it. It's hard though. You don't got no meter, so you have to block. But I think a small tip right there would be just get more comfortable with blocking because you're gonna be doing a lot of it, especially on this character. You're gonna be doing it less than me because you H Moon and you got H Moon bunker, but you probably need to get more comfortable with blocking because that's pretty important. Okay, let's see here. And that's the beauty of that string. It's so much you can do off of that. So you do got to be ready. Like I could do, cause see, I forgot about mirror. I could do mirror, B wheel kick, B held orb. I could always do whiff 2A into whatever, into dash up, into air dash, into it's not a easy situation, but honestly, with a lot of shit, this shit you can beat it with a simple, like if you could probably beat it with just you could, but I mean, if you had meter, you probably would bunker this. Like if you H moon with meter, you would bunker this situation, especially like you as an H moon, because you're gonna get a knockdown. I'm kind of far though, so it probably would whiff. So actually, bunker right here wouldn't be good. I'm too far, but you probably want to look for an answer to this. Answers I can imagine already is like up forward, like jump 9 into some type of button maybe. I doubt Alco can dash past this fast enough. You have to really, really anticipate the dash past this, I think, on this character because of how her run is. It's not like a Tono step dash. It's not like that. But not jumping here was good because I could have guard broke you. But you just want to get used to that because you have the same string I do. You have 2B, 2C, 5C the same way I do. You can do the same string and you can really present the same options too. I think we basically got the same shit. So you want to get familiar with this string because other alcos may do it. And you got hit probably trying to jump. I kind of want to check, but not really. Not really. I'm not going to lie. Because if you did get hit trying to jump, you got to be careful, man. Sometimes you got to just block. Okay. And I mean, you could kind of take me as an example, but you're doing the same thing. You know how to play. You know how to play the character. Like, get in space, instantly set in. And something I'm taking from Ryder is, I'm realizing how good proxy orb is. It's real low commit. Rather than trying to immediately set held orbs, which are really slow, it's prone to getting like low profile. Um, it's just risky unless you got like a lot of frame advantage. So unless just side tip, if he's unless you get a knockdown or unless you actually see the opponent giving up ground, you should be real careful with held orb. But that's just a side note. So we both set in orbs. This was good. This was really good actually. Kind of only thing I would say is before you, this was really good actually. Hold on, that was solid. Okay, so you said the proxy. We both sent orbs and shit. You immediately said this, which was good. Kind of risky because you don't have. That's what I was gonna say. Before you try to make me block a like a held orb, before you try to make me block a held orb, or even if you well, you can't do that on this character. And I'm realizing another issue too. Actually, you don't do Rapukin enough. You don't do Rapukin enough. I actually think Siaoko lose this matchup. Not by a lot. It might be like 6-4. You know what? I don't know about that though. It might be even. You know what? It's even, sort of. I think it's even actually, but I think it's like a close even. Well, it's an even, but I feel like it's an H.R. favor a little bit, but I think it's even actually. You don't use Rapukin enough. Like, so, okay, so what you did is just good. You put the held orb on me. You were trying to make me block, but you got to put some type of orb here, preferably a held orb. Put a held orb right here. So it should have been, you said this, then you said held orb to have protection for whatever you about to try to do. Then you said another held orb to try to make me block. That would have made more sense because because this how it could have played out. Yes, you set the held orb, which was good, but I jumped. Imagine if that super jump was just me going forward completely. Just super jump all the way to you, and then I get this hit because you don't have nothing to protect you. You can't. It ain't nothing you can release right here. And nah. I mean, maybe actually, this might have made me block. I'm not even gonna lie, but this actually might have been solid protection. But I mean, it still apply because who knows? Like, you still want to have. I think it's best to have something directly in front of you because sometimes this is untrustworthy. This is a price or you can't always depend on this. But if you had it held over in front of you before you did this, it would have been perfect. Which it wasn't too bad because I think this would have saved you. But yeah, this was solid. Just put protection in front of yourself first before you do shit. And yeah, so a lot of jumping. I don't think you would use Rapukin in that situation. But actually looking at it now, let me go back a little bit. Let me go back a little bit. Okay, so like I said, oh shit, we already passed that situation. My bad. I hate media player, dog. This shit is ass. Let me see. Okay, so boom. This is the situation, right? Once you see me do this, okay, you confirmed I'm not super jumping at you. What I would have done is honestly, Rapukin. Maybe once you see me landing, potentially, kind of, actually, maybe not. It's really risky at this range, so maybe not. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe try to put some 2-3-6 A's like right here. Try to clear these two proxy orbs. Like, use your rain too. Like, I don't want to say use Rapukin here because in my head I'm like, okay, you see I'm landing. You probably have the frames to safely do Rapukin. You probably had the frames if you react to me falling. You could probably do Rapukin and make me block, right? You could also try to go up and try to get rid of these with rain from like this angle. You could try to set some like a TK orb here. Basically you want to try to make this situation yours. It's as fast, well, not as fast as you can, but you want to try to make this situation yours because currently it's like, to be honest, I think it's mostly mine. It's like your orbs are kind of far, but you still do have this held orb right here. But I think what I would do is maybe try to just get closer. And I'm thinking from a H moon, like a H alco perspective. Like you don't have 214. Because part of me would say just do some 214s, maybe. Set some 214s. Or really, even better, honestly, actually, you see me with this. This is probably the perfect thing, actually. You see me with this rain. Set a hell door. You definitely have the frames to do it. You can definitely do it safely. Set a hell door. If you're not gonna do that, try to get closer so you can start trying to clear these processes with 236A. And 236A, I think I already showed what 236A is, but get closer so you can start clearing this shit. Um, and then I mean, yeah, because it go back to what I said earlier. You don't want to try to go in, but I don't think jumping was the right thing. And then when you did jump, that up rain was pretty good, but the situation is still like mostly mine, and you lost that held orb. It could have been different. Like you could have had me orbless in the corner. You could have, I don't know, maybe try to jump here eventually and try to clear these orbs. Like, I'm looking at that situation because I'm wondering what exactly, because it's a few things you could do. It's a lot of options. Honestly, the safest thing, though, might have been you see me with rain, set held orb. That probably would have been the best thing. I whiffed this, set held orb. And just be aware of the ways that you can clear orbs, I think, is the biggest thing. Just be aware of how you can do it. You got to just know how you can do it. You could use 236A rain. Sometimes you don't got to set. You can say held orb, maybe do a TK orb because you H moon. Okay. Yeah. You want to get rid of these so you can start actually trying to hit me, but safely. I don't know why you dashed in like this. This is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. That was kind of crazy. I'm not even going to lie. I don't know why you did that. You dashed in deep, too. I don't know why you did that. Yeah. So and that's not even your orb. You didn't clear anything. It looked like I just cleared it or it went away. No, it probably went away. But yeah, like you lost your orbs. I still have mine, and I'm about to start setting more. Like you didn't get anything from doing what you just did. You didn't. You actually made the situation worse for yourself. By doing that, you did nothing with them frames. Like I got these orbs set up. I'm not finna. I see you dashing up on me. I'm not finna try to land on you with shit. I'm just finna set more orbs. And that dash 2B was crazy. I could somewhat understand if it was dash 2A. Dash 2B is, I love dash 2B, but dash 2B is like, it got a lot, like it got recovery. Like you can't just whip that shit. It's not like, you cannot just whip that move. You got to be careful with that move. Like I could have easily, hold on, I'm trying to let it go forward a little bit. I could have, let's see, like here, if I really wanted to, I could have failed with jump C in anticipation of a dash 2B. Like Nania right here, he probably would have smoked you for this shit because he wouldn't be focused on setting orbs. He'd be focused on trying to hit you, and he definitely will do it, dog, or he will hit her. This was bad. I think you wasn't playing the position. Like you wasn't playing the positioning game. Like you should have been like, and I'm not really frustrated at you. I mean, I'm just saying what it is. I'm really frustrated because I don't know if I'm getting my point across. Freaking. Because it's like, yeah, like, you didn't clear anything. I still got my orbs. Like, if anything here, you should have saw me up, back, and right, or just jumping. You should have thought, okay, retreat, set my own orbs. Start it over, bro. Don't try to just force your way in. I think that's the problem. You trying to, I don't want to say you trying to get a quick hit, but like that's low key what this is. You with Oko, you got to be okay with like set up your fort first, and then play off what you setting up. Like I can't explain it. Like you can see how I could have thought I'm gonna fall on this nigga and like hit him. I'm gonna fall on him because I want to. I'm gonna follow him because I might hit him. I could have thought that way, but you can see that instead I chose retreat. I'm gonna set another orb. And yeah, you retreating now that you see the situation. You can see that you whiffed. Like, of course you want to get away from me. You don't want to get punished, but it's like, yeah, like, yeah, here. And if you're gonna try to present anything dash button wise, just do dash 2A. If it whiffs, that's fine because it's low recovery. And it's 4 frames. It's fast. Like I would get it if it was dash 2A, but dash 2B, that's crazy. And it's a deep dash 2B too. It's not even like tip range dash 2B. This is really risky. So like, nah, that wasn't good. It wasn't the worst thing, but it could have been worse though. Yeah. Nah. Once you seen this situation and your orbs was gone, your goal should either be no, your goal really literally should be stay right here. Try to set my own orbs in this position. I know it kind of sucks because this Alco don't got 214. Like she got Rapukin, but she don't got 214 orbs set like on the ground. You should just play this game 236A, maybe some jump, maybe some I don't know rain, just throwing some shit out. Shit, probably some Rapukins because we both right here fighting for space. I'm like, if you start setting orbs, I'm not gonna just run at you. Once you start setting orbs, it's like a tug of war kinda like of our Oko players. We both fighting for space. Like, yeah. Once you seen your orbs was going and you didn't hit me with rain or anything, you should have thought I'm finna go back, set my own fort, start over. Because usually the beginning of the fort set, usually the beginning of that, you start working your way towards getting to them after the first set. Like, because you can see that's what I'm focused on doing. I'm not focused on just hitting you immediately. And see, look at that. I had these. These was the foundation. These was the foundation. You not gonna approach me. You scared because I have the orb set up. I already have the space. Like, you knew this was your limit because you can't go no further. I'm not finna try to hit you. I'm finna try to set orbs. Set orbs. Boom. And then I set another one. You can't just approach me. You see that? You move back. You want to set the orbs first. And it don't like, I mean, I'm Sealco, so I can do 214. And now you can see I'm pushing this shit towards you. But you got Rapukin too. Like, Rapukin is very good. You go under a lot of Alco shit. You go under my 214 sets. I can't really 236 VU reliably. Like, I can't do it that much. And really, like, let's say I'm on, like, I don't know, like, basically, you want to get comfortable playing here. When you find out Alco and they doing this shit, which I mean, but when you find any character, you don't want to overcommit. Like, but it's like since we speaking about Alco, when you see me doing this shit, I'm just in the corner setting orb. The last thing you want to do is overcommit. You want to play like right here. You don't want to dash to be too much. I'm not saying never do these things. You just need to really know when to do it. But generally, you want to play it safe. So playing it safe would be here. And I say generally because sometimes you don't. You shouldn't play it safe. Sometimes you might have to read, or you might. I don't know. Like, it's basically you got to know the rules, and then once you're good enough, you can break them. It's basically that shit. Um, but yeah, you can see now I'm pushing these out at you. I'm pushing these out at you, right? And because I know I'm gaining ground with this shit right here, I chose the super jump, and I'm probably finna win neutral. Let's see. Oh, you up back? See, I was trying to win neutral right there. See, that was kind of scrambly, but I protected my space. That was kind of scrambly for both of us, but you see, in the end, I ended up winning. In the end, I ended up winning this situation. And that was a good orb set, but we need more of this. You got to understand how important orbs is. Like, orbs are like her main thing. That's her strength. Your focus should be like setting orbs. Obviously, you don't want that to like be some because it's good that you're willing to fight, like actually fight the opponent. Like you willing to actually get in there and use your regular normals, not your special moves. You willing to use your normals. That's good. Cause that's something I'm getting better at. But you need to understand that this is this character's win condition. Orbs. You need to place orbs like better. You need to place them more. You need to do Rapukin more. That's like the reason to. That's one of the big reasons to play HROCO. You need to do Rapukin way more. You need to be trying to shit, I don't know, get some distance so you can set held orbs. Like I'm probably gonna go watch one of Ryder, man. Like I'm probably gonna go watch that set I had with Ryder recently. Like, because I think that's a good example. Okay. A lot of normals too, like a lot of whiffing. Like hold on. A lot of whiffing, bro. Okay, so okay, you probably trying to confirm. I get it. I get it. You need to get better at knowing when you can and can't confirm though. When you actually about to get a combo, when you not, because you kind of just whiffing shit. Double air dash to hit me. I'm not gonna say it's crazy because sometimes it comes to that, but I don't know if you need to be doing that in this matchup. Maybe if it was like a Hime or like a player like that plays FCL that play real grounded, but I don't know about this. Yeah, you trying to hit me. You see how you not really focused on setting orbs at all? You see that? Like, and don't get me wrong, I do the double air dash shit too, but that's when I feel I need to do it. I already know this character is you want to be doing this. Just look at this. What you could have done instead is like, okay, boom. I'm giving up ground. I'm giving up ground. That should be your sign to start setting up. And if you gonna try to like chase me, you was better off doing like a dash 2A 2C. I don't think it would have reached me, but if this is what you want to do, if you want to try to chase me, you should just do 2A 2C. You better off doing that. But I think the best thing would have do here, like the best thing to do here would have been to stay right here, start setting up, do Repukins. You at the perfect range to do what you want to do. Why are you trying to hit me? We got 85 seconds. We got plenty of time to play. And this could be because I mean, this is how I think about the character. I like to play slow. That might not be you. But I mean it don't even really got nothing to do with that. You gotta know how to play it safe. Even if you do play fast. Like cause I think I'm probably the slowest playing Aoko player. But I still but it's like despite that, I think I still know when I need to go in. So obviously your speed varies, but you still gotta make good decisions. Your like speed can vary from player to player, but you still gotta know how to make good decisions. Here you should have been setting up Heldor, doing Repukin, so I can't just set up orbs on the ground. Cause that's something about Repukin too. You literally stop a lot of my T Cake orb sets, a lot of my Held orb sets, and a lot of my 214 sets simply by having Repukin, not because I think I think HR has better control of the ground simply because of Repukin. So yeah, instead of doing this, because you can't guarantee that you actually gonna hit me, and it's not that safe. Like it's kind of just random. Not it's low key random. It's low key random. I'm not gonna lie. You should have just stayed here, did Heldor, did proxies, did Repukin. Play where be where Algo wants to be to play the game. Stop doing this so much. Like only do it if you really, really like if it really makes sense. But generally, you need to be placing orbs because then once you set one held orb, you can build off that, place another, gain ground slowly, gain ground slowly, and while you got the held orbs, you can still do Repukin. Like you can still set proxies. You can do air proxy orbs. Like you don't have to do this. I'm not saying it's bad. It's required, especially when you get better at the game, because a lot of people are aware of when Alco players like to set. So you do have to kind of force yourself to play more of a normal to normal game with them. But even then, you still have to set orbs. So I say choose orbs over aggression most of the time. You know, don't. I'm not gonna ramble about it no more. But just choose orbs more. Because I think the thing is, what I'm seeing already, you don't do Repukin enough at all. You don't do Repukin enough. You don't set enough. It seems like rather than set orbs, you choose aggression more so. And sometimes it don't even got to be setting orbs. It can be stopping me from setting up mine. Do some 236 A's. Try to hit me, make me lose my orbs. Try to hit my proxy orbs so they can get out of the way. You know. Hold on. And I'm not really mad. I just care about the game. So it's like I see the problem, and I'm trying to get the point across. Hold on. Okay. So okay, ain't nothing really happening here. We just playing the game. I don't know how I didn't get counted here right there. I think you need to improve your pressure too. You don't do a lot of redashing. You don't do a lot of air dashes. To be honest with you, you could do some redashing, like some I don't know some 2A, like I don't know string into redash, string into air dash. Sometimes push yourself out into special moves, but your pressure need more variety. It's not enough. Probably more held or up close because that's one of Aoko's best offensive tools. Like it's mostly the neutral though. Okay. See, yeah, like, mm-mm. Nah, man, nah, man. I might have to give an example of this too. Yeah, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, so once again, I'm you, Sparky. Hold on, where your color? Okay, this your color, man. Once again, I'm you. I'm Aoko, right? I'm not finna give a whole pressure thing because that's not what this is about. That is not what this is about. But like you doing a lot of like this or a lot of just you doing that a lot. You is H Aoko. Her pressure is good. She don't push herself out as far as C. C has her own like pros, but like H Aoko has good pressure too. Like you could do a lot of stuff. Like you could do that into redash or into air dash. You got this for plus frames. You don't have to be mad far to do it. You don't have to always do this. You could do this too, but I mean you don't got it like just do more. Do air dashes, do jumps, bait shield, do lows, do redashes. You know, double air dash. Like be close before you do this. You can like it's gonna take you a minute to get it, but just do more. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, like and then you said that and it whiffed. Okay, you kind of you low key just got unlucky. I be doing that to people, and I mean, sometimes it's I don't know. See, this was bad for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was anticipating you going further back than you did. You could have tried to punish me right here. Maybe not. But that was bad for me. But okay, this ain't nothing crazy. You just got counter hit by fucking. I guess I can see why you got counter hit real quick. It probably wasn't. This happens to sometimes you just get unlucky. Like you did this and you did what? See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Like, because I think this is going back to the orb shit. So let me look at this. So, okay, I do this. You whiffed the first time. Right? You are probably trying to hit me still because you see that I'm like in the hit state. Sparky, you got the life lead in 60 seconds, man. You need to, if you gonna aggress, do like dash 2A or something. Or like, I don't know. Maybe stop going so high up to do this stuff too. Why do you go so high? You did a really high jump into air dash. Why not just do like a low air dash if you're gonna do that? Or do like a dash like 2A or something, which that's not what I would have done anyway. You probably should have just hold on. I think okay, so once you whiff this JB right here, except that the situation it's not really in your favor. I mean, it kind of is, but you could, you good. You ain't do nothing. It just was funny. Okay. Um. Okay, so here you could have did Rapukin. That once again, you're not doing Rapukin enough at all. Um, you're not doing enough at all. You need to do Rapukin like way more. Not to the point where you're gonna get punished for it. You got to be aware of when people are trying to punish it, but you need to do it more. It's one of her like, it's one of her core things. But once, honestly, you could have just started setting up again right here. Honestly, Heldor wouldn't have been the worst thing because I'm in this hit state. Like I'm in hit stun. Like Heldor wouldn't have been the worst thing, or TK or, but probably like you can move back and try to set up again. You could just kind of play this position too. Maybe do some 2-3-6 A. Just don't do nothing too crazy right here. But honestly, I think the air dash was fine. You just went up too high. I don't know why you went up this high. The main takeaway so far is just you need to do more Orb and Rapukin. Like you need to choose Orb and Rapukin more. And that's the Gaku. It's not really the Gaku, it's the Aoko, but Gaku do shit like that the most. I thought I was gonna react to fucking more matches, but actually I'm gonna just do one more. And I'm gonna kinda make it brief because it's probably gonna be the same shit I mentioned. Cause this already longer than I meant for it to be. But what I said should be pretty decent information. I'm not gonna lie. Like that should be pretty good. Okay. Next match. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we just playing a neutral, playing a neutral. Okay, this is good. There we go. Very good. Yes, yes. Orb set into Rapukin. This is you need more of this. You need more of this. This is HR right here, and that's a proxy orb, but I'll take it. Like if you get it now, if you can get a held orb out, which you should be able to in this situation, you should definitely be able to get one out. But you no, you shouldn't have chose jump. You should have chose held orb. I definitely think, which you hadn't air thrown me, so you didn't have a ton of advantage. But I feel like the situation, like you got a Rapukin on the ground, I can't really do nothing on the ground. Like you should have said a held orb instead of jumping. You could have gained more neutral and advantage. I mean, you could have gained more advantage and neutral. Holy shit. Which maybe you were trying to clear some orbs right there, but no, you should have said held orb. And now that's probably done because now I'm trying to set orbs too. Now, in response to this, you should probably start. I don't know. You could do 236 plus AB to get like a little micro dash into 236A. It help you gain some ground, but and you will get close enough with 236A to clear this. But yeah, you should have said hell door. But in this situation, now you got to adjust. You probably should either try to just set more or try to clear this. This was good. This was solid. But I think your problem here, it was almost perfect. It was almost solid. Almost. You didn't do a drift back. You would have been fine if you did jump 8 drift back. This was a decent adjustment. I'll take it. Like here, you should have maybe tried to get rid of this say, but you did this and you did rain. This was fine, but you did jump 8, no drift back, so you stayed in place. If you did jump 8 drift back, you would have been like here, and it probably would have whiffed, and you probably would have hit both orbs. So you got counter hit, but this was solid. You just need to do more jump 8 drift back rain. Do more, that'll help you. Jump 8 drift back rain. You need to do more of that. Okay, we got some forward rains. Not really that good to be honest with you, but yeah, that was. I'm not gonna lie, that was whack. It's okay though. Everybody be whack sometimes. I'm whack a lot. Like that wasn't that good though. Yeah, I don't know if that was a misinput. It's too risky though. Like I do it sometimes, like very very rarely. If I'm probably mad at the matchup or something, but it's not that good. For jump for a rain is usually not that good. It depends. Like it's kind of good in pressure when you got a held over with somebody, but yeah, I know you were trying to clear orb, but you don't got to do it this way. You don't got to do it this way. Yeah, nah, you don't got to do it that way. Once again, staying on the ground is better than you think. You want to be on the ground more. If you can stay on the ground, stay on the ground. Like you got access to majority of your tools on the ground. Like let me see. I don't want this to be because I said this one. Maybe you was trying to clear that, but you didn't have to do it this way. It kind of go back to once again, you just need to get better at identifying when you got space and choosing orbs over whatever you want to do. Like here, you got plenty of space and you already see them sitting up. Yes, the rain was good. Well, no, that's different. But you could have moved back here and set orbs. That's nothing. You didn't even have to do rain here. But I get it. And then here, I know you trying to clear this, but not this way. Not like this. I don't know. Stay on the ground. Do 236A. It probably will clear this. It probably will clear this. And you might manage to get a counter hit on me too. Why are you trying to do that? Like, get like right here. Get closer. Just dash up a little bit. Play that position. Do some like you got me corner. Like I'm in a corner. Like that's a big deal. I'm in a corner with just a proxy orb. Like this is good for you. You need to try to like what I would do immediately is probably start trying to put orbs like in this area. So you can like kind of keep me from escaping. Just wall me off, bro. Don't let me get out. But instead you chose to do this. And you was in recovery. I think you was fine, but you probably chose to press. Yeah. You wasn't you was at disadvantage. It'd be like that sometimes. Maybe you could have moved better to avoid that. Let me see. Because, I mean, I will air throw you if I think I can. I think I just knew you was going to do this, honestly. And I had to read. You just moving. Like, you got to move a little better. Like, you did. I don't know, man. You did double jump. I don't know why you. Maybe do. You should have maybe did like jump into up back, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Just move better. That's all I can say right here. You should have probably been trying to get away from me. This is already a bad position. Like if I jump, we right here by each other. That's not good. You wanna be at a position where you can play safe, and then you can work your way up to get in a situation that's in your favor. But you don't want it to be like this, because this is basically a scramble. I just chose to air throw you. You can see I delayed it a little bit too. So I was confirming the situation first. This is a tough situation, but it's some things you could do. It's some things you could do. Like I'm pushing this towards you right here, Sparky. If you could have, you should have landed before. You should have landed. Like as soon as I did this, you should have landed and then super double jump. But that kind of go back to accepting what you can and can't do. Like, so I did the string, boom. You landed, I think. You didn't land. You should have landed when you was in the air blocking, like right here. You were blocking the 2-2-B. I think you should have landed and then tried to do super double jump to get away from this. You could have got over it, but instead you chose to keep jumping back and trying to retreat from it. I don't know what this was. I think you was trying to clear it. I don't know if you really were trying to clear this with EX236 J236, but J236C, but fucking nah. At this point, you was better off just blocking. Some people shield though. You can also shield this, and we see well, you a H moon. Shield is kind of risky unless you really got the time. And shield is mad risky. Shield is mad risky. So yeah, you was probably better off just blocking. But ideally, your best thing in situations like this is super double jump. I think you know what that is. Even on HRCO with just two jumps, like super double jump is still mad good. Like, cause I was saying, I think you could have landed here while the orb was approaching you. You probably could have got over it. You was a little closer to the corner, but this super double jump, you do up back into super jump. That's it, and it's super double jump. Like, and then you got two air dashes. You can still do this. You could do. Hold on. You could do the orb boost. Fucking up my movement. You could do the orb boost. You could do that. You could fuck up the time and do that. Or you could just land. But the point was to get over the orb. But if you wasn't going to try to get over it, you should have just blocked. Or did dash block to make it go away earlier. Yeah, and you got hit. I didn't confirm, but you got hit. And you going for overheads and shit a lot too. That's not going to hit people like most of the time. I'm kind of just getting hit here. I'm ass. I don't know what's happening. I don't even think that was a good meter dump, low key. Cause you have a lot of red health, like, and there's no guarantee that you're gonna win this round unless you just really got confidence like that. But I don't think you should have spent here because you want to go into max to get this back. Cause I could also get my health back without having to go into max. I could just heat and then I get my health back and you'd be fucked because you spent your meter. So I don't think this was a good meter spin. You probably was gonna need that for this. That was bad, in my opinion. And then kind of just getting hit here. I don't know what that shield was about. I would assume you were trying to shield my landing, like me landing with a button, maybe. Let me see. That shit is, and I whiffed air throw. That shit was whack for me. Yeah. So in this situation, you got to be aware of the fact that you was at advantage right here. You could have just made me block. You didn't have to do shield. Like, you got to look at it like, hold on. So you push me out. I bunker. I jump, right? I'm jumping, and I whiff air throw. You whiffed a normal, but you definitely recovered faster than I did. You should have punished me right here. You didn't have to do shield. You should just did two-way. You got to become aware of the frame advantage. Like, you definitely could have, if you didn't punish me, which I really think you was going to punish me if you wanted to, you got to, you was at least going to make me block. You got to be aware of this. You got to be aware of who is at advantage, and you was in this situation. You didn't have to shield. You put yourself at disadvantage where you didn't have to. Backdash, and you got to be careful of 623B. Okay. Let's see. So I'm clearly trying to make you block. I clearly want you see that? I did dash 2A. See, it's kind of go back to the situation earlier. It's sort of similar. Sort of. But you see, I did dash 2A. I didn't do dash 2B. I didn't do dash 2C. I chose a low commit option. Even if this whiffs, I'm still mostly safe. And I actually recover quick enough to still hit you. Yeah, like if you gonna dash up on people, just it's a small button and it sucks to not have a high hit in 5A. But just do dash 2A. Like, and I'm trying to see because I'm trying to see if it's something I can say about the orb set. But that was just an example. If you want to aggress with a button, just do that. Not that you can't use 2B and 2C, but you need to understand you got to be confident that you're going to hit somebody if you're going to do 2C or 2B or 2C. It's a good button because I do dash 2C a lot. I be playing footsies with niggas, but it's like you got to. It got a lot of recovery. It has way more recovery than 2A. So this was fun. I mean, I will say I think maybe you was a little too comfortable sitting right here. You weren't really looking at me, but it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you want to sit and you be wrong. That was the wrong sit. Um, I don't know. Here I don't really got too much to say because sometimes it just happens. You want to sit and then they be on your ass. But that's why I don't think round start sit is the. I'm not gonna say I don't think it's the best thing, but you should have been looking at the spacing. I think when you see I'm this close to you, this was a bad sit. This was a bad sit because you look at how close I am to you. I'm way too close to you for you to be sitting. Like even I made that mistake, but I'm aware of it. Like I'm way too close to you. Like once the round started, like look at this distance. I could definitely catch you. I'm not that far. You wanna like it would have been different if you seen me using frames to set orbs or do whatever special move. I'm using frames, so them frames I'm using, I can't use them to try to chase you down. But unfortunately for you, I'm not using no frames, so I just dashed up on you. I was too close. You shouldn't have set orbs here. You should have kept trying to retreat. If you wanted to really set orbs, you should have just kept trying to retreat. If you wanted to hit me, you could have failed with a button here. That probably would have been best. But you probably wasn't thinking I was gonna dash at you, so you wasn't ready with a button. But this is when a button placement would have been good, or jump 8 drift back range would have been good just to stop the dash. Um, but yeah, that's what you could have done. You got to be aware of this. Just move away from me or fall with a button or do range to stop me from dashing in or just move away from me, like I said. But you said orb, okay, you don't use your frames. I'm at advantage even if I whiff to A. You came down. You didn't press anything. That low key was mixed. I don't know if you knew I don't know if you knew which side you was gonna be on. I low key got mixed. But I mean, if you didn't get mixed and you just wasn't blocking, you should have been blocking. I was definitely at advantage right there. You got to be aware of that once again. But I think you just got mixed right here. It'd be like that. But that basically that kind of go back to that just being a bad orb set, low key. Okay, just nothing too crazy. Just be careful of a hell door. It ain't really nothing too crazy to say right now. And you got to be careful with the text. You got to know who you can test and who you can't test. I'm not gonna say you can't test me with the ground taking because sometimes I do fuck it up, but generally I hit my tip punishes actually hit mine. And I don't know if I want to find it because it's already a pretty long set review, but I might just say fuck it and push it. But I'm hoping we get a match where you fuck up like the tip punish. You know what? I'll do one more just because it might be beneficial. Okay, so once again, we playing neutral. That was kind of cool. You cleared that with 236B, but it was, I mean, not 236B, 623B, but so that was good. You might have been trying to counter hit my super jump, which was kind of cool. If you was doing this to clear this, way too committal. It's cool that you did it, but you committing way too hard. You don't got to commit this hard for that. You don't. Um, like I said, you could get close, start setting orb so you can slowly box me in the corner. That's what you should be trying to do. You should be trying to slowly box me in. Um, but I mean, okay, let's say you safe. You did this, you're safe. You cleared my orb, you safe. I'm not gonna punish you. You here now. Stay here. Stay on the ground. Don't fucking jump. I can see you about to jump. You don't jump. Just do 236A right here. It's gonna clear this. It's definitely gonna clear this. It's definitely gonna clear it. Just do 236A. Um, or just I don't know, do some fucking JAs right here. Just keep me in the corner. Keep me here. You got Rapukin. It's really unfortunate HR code don't got 214 because I say do some 214s here. I want to say do Rapukin, but I think that's kind of risky in the corner. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, just do some 236As. Shit, maybe set TK ors because you can't do ground 214s. Shit, set Heldor. Set Heldor in between them 236As you spamming. Basically, stay here. Just try to keep me in this corner and understand that being on the ground is a really good thing. Like, you want to stay on the ground. You had advantage. Like, you got access to most of your tools, your best tools. And if you see me trying to lead the corner, present some JAs. Like, do some jump 8 JAs right here. And I can't really like, yeah. And I mean, you could present Rapukin. I'm not saying don't present it at all because sometimes you can. When I say don't do things, I'm not saying don't do them at all. It's just those things might be really they more likely to use they more likely to lose than usual in these situations. But you can use them. Just be careful. Be aware of the risk. But yeah, you kind of fucked up right there. You should definitely just try to hold the corner. But it's okay. I'll take this. You move back. You set a proxy. And you're doing 236A. It's good. Get a little closer. Do some Rapukins. This is a good Rapukin spot, I think. I just whiff rain. You want to get rid of this proxy. You want to gain ground, but you probably, who knows, you might not want to just dash up. Do some Rapukins. Let's go, Rapukin. Perfect. Perfect. That was a good Rapukin spot. And now I would do 236A. I think Rapukin move you forward a little bit, low key. Do 236A again. I'll take this too. Good. Yes. Yes, this is good. Perfect. I'll take because low key, I still think you need some held or protection in front of you, but I will take this. You got a held right, you got an orb right here. It's a proxy. It's somewhat protection, but not really. You, I really wish you before you would do this. I really wish you would do like regular 421A just to have something strong in front of you, something like dense. Because proxy ors, people can clear that really easily. Held ors like are strong, so that they will counter hit people. That's what you want is protection. But I'll take this because you saw that you pinned me. You used 236A. You pinned me with Heldor. You just got to do it better. You need to do it more. Um, Stay on the ground. Stay in this position. But now that you should make me block this, and you should win. So you made me block, but I think you doing 236B now. You need to be getting close and trying to do 236A. You need to be getting right here. You need to be getting right here. Using 236A. If that's not gonna hit this, use rain. Do some rains here. Like maybe some jump right here, air dash back, rain. You want to clear this because this is kind of in your way. But sometimes it's not even about hitting the opponent because sometimes it's hard to even with you using Heldor, which I think you could have gained some ground right here. To be honest, after I blocked the Heldor, you didn't. But I mean, even if it's just putting it over me and then putting another one right here, you still put in two held orbs and you putting them in my path, making it difficult to escape. That's sometimes better than actually just like sometimes even if you can't win neutral, that's just as good. Just controlling the screen with probably Alco's best move, held orb. So once you did that held orb, maybe you should have. And I don't know. Sometimes you can jump purposely block this just to get it out the way. Because I think this kind of fucked up your approach, but that's why you got to know how to clear it. 236A, rains, clear this shit, get it out the way. Jump over it, even. That's kind of risky considering it's still here, but if you're aware of it, that doesn't really matter. You can just block once you get close enough to this. But yeah, if you can't get to me, sometimes it's just better to set hills. But yeah, you do 236B. I would assume you were trying to clear that proxy. But if that's what you were trying to do, you could have did that with 236A. But I don't know if you heard that. My bad. But you did rain. You did super jump rain. That's whack. I wouldn't do that. Not especially not to somebody that's just in a block. That was not good. This was mostly good though. I will say that was mostly good. This was bad. This was bad. I'm not gonna lie. Unless you just have a crazy read on somebody, like maybe a Hime, but even that's kind of bad. Okay. See, this is what I mean. You going into special too much too often. Like you gotta do some redash, do some air dashes, do some frame traps. Like you can't always go into special. It's not really that threatening, especially when you don't do nothing after. Which I don't think this character really can, other than like maybe EX Rapukin. Okay, you can see. So you got me cornered. I think you understand that you have me cornered. You don't. No, you was doing good. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Okay, boom. You got me cornered. I'm sitting Hilda. I'm trying to find my way out. Just stay here. Just literally stay here. Do not give up ground. Unless I like throw a hill door right here. Unless I push a hill door like right here, which kind of forces you to move because you don't want to block that. Or if I'm pushing proxies out, stay right here. Until I do that, stay right here. Keep me here. And prevent me from doing that. Prevent me from doing that. Set your own orbs. Do your 236As. Prevent me from setting this stuff up. Because this is what's going to lead to me escaping. You want to keep me here. Because eventually it's going to lead to you making me block or hitting me. Me being here. You don't want to just overcommit to something like this. You didn't have to do that. Even if it works, that's still not that good. I'm not gonna lie. It's still not that good. You didn't even get it confirmed. But imagine had I been setting like hell doors more, you would have got counter hit right there. But you could have just you cause see, look, I said this, boom. Okay, you in the air. You shouldn't have went in the air in the first place. You should have tried to make me block a held orb again. You should have maybe set one that's close to you and then set another one, make me block it. Win the corner. Like win this corner neutral we playing. Just make me block a held orb. Make me block. I don't know. Like I don't think it's a good meter spam, but something that would make sense is doing like Rapukin into EX Rapukin here. You plus. That's like these are better ways to win neutral. They better than just doing this. Taking this risk when you don't have to. Slow down. Play the position. Slow down. Just play the position. Take your time when you trying to win neutral. Don't rush it. Like it's like you trying to rush it. Take your time. That was kind of a crazy Rapukin. I'm not even gonna lie. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy Rapukin. Okay, 236B. You can dash under that. You should look for that more in these matchups. Okay, so I don't think you anticipated my jump, but I think you gotta. If you're gonna do Rapukin, you gotta have protection. Once again, like you need like a hell door right in front of you to protect you, just in case I do some shit like this. Because even if the Rapukin whiffs, hell door gonna protect you. You didn't set that up. You just kind of did raw Rapukin. You didn't set any orbs up. You didn't say anything. And now I'm cornering you. I got my orb out. I got my first one. I kind of gave up ground. Oh shit! I got counter hit by that orb right there. I gave up ground right there. But even when I gave up ground, I said orbs. I don't think I should have gave up ground, to be honest with you. Don't do that. If you can hold the corner, hold it. Don't. I did that just now, but I mean, even once I gave up ground, though, you can see I set up more orb, and you ended up blocking it. I got counter hit because I got greedy. Yeah, you got to do more with your pressure. Yeah. And you got to become aware of that response. Shield into hell door. I do that a decent amount. Okay, hold on. And you got to practice your tech punishes. Like it's several times where I purposely like disrespected you because I knew you wasn't gonna be able to pull it off. You got to practice those. And this is not bad. This is not. This is good. This is good from you. I whiff rain. You doing Rapukin? Definitely win with the plus frames. You should have did it again. You should have did it again. You would have. You would have probably won neutral. I think it's plus enough to win neutral right there. And you, I mean, you hit me with this air dash, whatever this is, but and you got. I don't know why. I don't know if these are intentional. You should have just made me block right there. You didn't have to do the EX. I low key think that was a mistake. If it was, I get it. If it wasn't, nah, don't do that. Another tick goes unpunished. And this worked out. This worked out for you. Okay. Yeah. That was too close. You did that too close. Way too close. That's definitely a full screen tool. And if you gotta have like really good reads if you're gonna do it that close. Because I have done stuff like that too, but that's I usually have a pretty solid reason. But generally, no, you want to be full screen when you do shit like this. It's very easy to punish. I get it. I do 2C mash out too. It's not that good. I don't want to do it no more. But okay, I said held orb. I said held orb. You see, like this too. Hold on. Ideally, this is what you want. I said the first one. This is my protection, but you also in response, which is it's a natural response. Anybody would. You gave up ground, which makes sense. But me seeing you give up ground, I said another one. I got I own like 1/3 of the screen now, just because I got two held orbs on it. And Sialko is like good, so I could do 214s, but I choose not to. I'm just setting orbs. You see how I'm not trying to force my hit on you? I'm just playing a neutral because I see this orb right here. Why would I just take that risk? Take your time. And then you do stuff like this. I get why you trying to clear it while also gaining ground. I know why you doing it, but it's too risky. You better off just doing some 236As. Um, shit, maybe super jumping and then purposely blocking this orb that was here. If you can get above it, but H Alco only got 2 jumps, so it's a little harder. But if you can get above it, do a rain. Maybe use JA to hit it. That's what I'm saying is don't commit to stuff like this. It's too risky. It's too committal. Yes, I know you want to clear orb, but you got to do it safe. And these are hills. You weren't even gonna clear these. Now that I think about it, you wasn't gonna clear these with this. Because now that you don't let me get two herald ores up in neutral, you have to either hit me or make me block or bait me into detonated them. Cause see, you did that, and I still got control of the screen. Rapukin is good, perfect. See, and I lost both of them herald doors because of that. You did Rapukin, that was perfect. That was a perfect Rapukin. You doing 236B, I'll take it because we basically full screen from each other. And you done basically clear all my orbs. I done lost everything. That was perfect. You did Rapukin, I lost my held orbs. You did 236B, which was fine because you was full screen. That was good. And then you doing this again. It works. It's working. But you gonna do it at other times it's not gonna work. You getting these hits, but you gotta get better at confirming too. But that wasn't a bad Rapukin, but you still didn't set no light protection first. But that wasn't a bad Rapukin. You was full screen at least. I'll take that. And you can see that I was like far as hell from you. Um, yeah, you not setting up. You just trying to get back in on me. Like, why not just? I done gave you plenty of space to play with. Just don't come over here yet. Work your way to me. Like you gotta set up and then push the fort forward. You can't just come at me. Because now you play our Oko. You making it into a situation where I'm fighting like Miyako. Because Miyako is kind of like Aoko in the sense that their normals are kind of small, sort of. But you play Aoko, you need to be setting orders. Is basically what I'm saying. You don't have to do this. You playing like a normal character. When we play Aoko, you got to set, and then you choose to set once you get over here to me. It's not gonna be effective. These orders are actually kind of interesting. This one was okay, but I don't think that's what you should be doing. Really, I think you should be like on the ground, setting held or setting. And I mean, you gotta set 214s, but I don't think this the way to do it. I don't think this the way to do it, man. Cause let me see. Okay, you do this, but you see, I'm already you leaving the ground open completely. I'm gone. I think I was trying to hit you, but I got out. Now I'm going back. And you can see I'm protecting that space. I'm not finna just let you do that again, which is something you want to do that too. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Just jump just jump 8 J8. This is double jump, but I don't think these orb sets are the best, man. I'm trying to think of orb. I think you should do more grounded orb sets. And if you're gonna do 214, like J214, do some up back. These aren't horrible, but they kind of bad because I know you doing this, but you don't really ever. I don't know. I can't. You don't really do TK orb. I noticed like these orbs is kind of high. Like hold on. Okay, so this is me versus Router, right? He play your character. And this is not the shit on you because Ryder has been playing as long as I have. But so and we've been playing consistently for a long time. But let's just look at how he said words. Hold on. Waiting for the fucking match to start, bro. So look, right, seeing Ryder, I guess you can say he like you. He trying to get in, but once he see that I'm trying to get away, he not forcing it. He probably finna go back to neutral. I'm probably finna go back to neutral. You see, we both not really overcommitting too much, which naturally leads into this game of setting. So he sees he sees that I done gave him space. He sets the held orb. This is a big deal, especially on H because she don't got 214. He sets the held orb. He sees I give up space. He does not chase. He plays the slow game. Sets the held orb. I set my orbs, which this ain't really about me, but it's about H Alco. This is about H Alco, like. And this is just matchup shit. I'm doing 214 because I wanted to go over Rapukin. I want to hit him. But this is we playing this real slow neutral. Neither of us is overcommitted. It's real slow. This is how you got to play the matchup. And I guess you could say he doing what you did, proxy orbs protection. Or hold on, that might be hell. Hold on, this is what I was saying. He doing it. How I was saying before you start doing Rapukin, set up the hell door, preferably for protection. He did that. It's protecting him. He can do hit Rapukin several times, and he probably will not get punished for it. That's why I think this matchup is hard. Okay, like playing slow, dodging 236. Like yeah, he's good. He got held over in Rapukin. Like okay, I used 214 to gain ground. Like he blocks this. He loses his held orb. We both basically don't lost all the orbs, but basically that section right there was just an example of we'll need to see this. You can watch him for pressure, but I just kind of want to go back to neutral. So look. So I air through him. He saw that we both full screen. On wake up, he didn't chase. He said hell door, which made sense. You see, basically the point is you don't really see too much double air dash into whatever normal. You don't see him just overcommitting too hard to shit. Like obviously we both trying to hit each other. You see, he in the corner setting held over doing what I was doing earlier. He was gonna try to escape. He got a counter hit. This is why I think you should study yourself, obviously, but you probably study Rado, to be honest. Because he played H Alco too. Like and this is what I was saying earlier. He doing what I said, literally. He see that I'm setting up orbs. He not trying to force this hit because he can't. If he try to air dash or just try to dash up on me, he might get counter hit by this. So what he's doing, he plays the position. 236A. He trying to clear this, and he probably is about to. He did, and he managed to get a hit on me. He holding the corner. And this this kind of why I say don't just dash in. This why I was kind of saying don't just dash in. This why I was saying do held over into like trying to make them block it. Because this is what happened. And this is I with Ryder it's okay because he ended up adapting to this and winning the set, but and he is aware of it. But it's like he did this, but I was aware that I lost. Like I was aware that I lost the corner, so I was protecting myself. But you can see he was about to start holding the corner, And I think he thought he was safe to go in because it was no ores. That's basically what I was saying earlier. Once you clear the ores, yeah, you can try to go in. I think I even mentioned like
Or
dash
some
through
more
A,
things.
but
Let you get a little bit of this health back. Oh, and the Yorha Classic stealing it right back. And look at that. It's almost going to be even off of this.
okay.
Poetic
And
justice.
then it's just neutral again. You can see we not rushing it. I don't think I have to stay on this too long, but you can see that's how it is.
Didn't even need that EX.
Like you see that kind of hit right there.
Funny with air throw.
We both literally like, come on.
Nice little air dodge.
And that was me being whack. That was a whack orb set. You can see
Red with that
I wasn't aware of the spacing. That's what I was saying earlier. You see, I didn't even think this option could come. This is kind of similar to what you did earlier, except I actually got punished for doing it. I mean, I think we both lost that situation, but I lost in a different way than you did. I got counter hit by 236A. I think you just got crossed up low key.
Nice little air dodge. Ooh, counter hit.
But
Shades off.
Let's see
so, and I
that
mean, it's
later.
good to see this because now I know
Ryder
I'm
said it
giving
is like
decent
a-
advice. Like,
Characters routing saying it was boring the other day, and I got proved
But-
wrong.
No way you call
I'm kind of just trying to go back to neutral.
full screen and
Advantageous, Ryan.
table
Yep.
right there.
Calling it out.
Once again, like you can see, come on, you can see basically the same mindsets for the most part. I'm not as good as Ryder yet, but you can see the same mindset. Gaku would do the same shit. Hardbird would do the same shit. Like this is just all play.
Advantageous, Ryan. Round for Ryder.
He trying to clear. You see, he not. Come on, I'm not finna stay on this too long, but
Such an advantageous
he gains ground. He gains a little ground. He is me Rapukin. He gained the ground automatically because of how Rapukin work. But once he gets here,
Just to block out that charge 5C, I can't believe that.
whatever he just did.
Yorha has such good awareness of when people are gonna go for something full screen and arc drive is on the table
Yep.
right there.
Calling it out. And
I think it was here.
Such an advantageous
He gonna gain some ground, and then he doing. See, he not forcing it. He see I got this aura set up. He know he can't just go in. He probably looking for a counter hit. Doing Rapukin. So I guess Rapukin in this range is kind of safe, but that's because he's presenting 236A. He's also aggressive sometimes too. He doing so much here that Rapukin works. It'd be different if he only did Rapukin, because then I know exactly how to respond. But because he's doing a bunch of different shit, and it's kind of hard for Siaoko to deal with. It's like
The awareness to block out that charge 5C, I can't believe that. Especially Ryder going for that so preemptively. Yeah,
Let me see.
Watching out for that.
bows.
I think I done got my point across. You can see it. We go to full screen. We set. He set in Held Orbs. That's a big deal on H-Alco because she don't got ground 214.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, and the pressure is like, I think I got my point across. Like, I don't wanna, cause it's already long as hell. Okay, this was for you, Sparky. Hopefully it was fucking useful, man. Yeah, just play, think about the game, analyze other people. That's literally it. That's how you get better. I mean, the algo is gapping, so you will lose a lot of people that's carried, but that's pretty much it, man. All right.